All right, friends, it's T, and I'm back, man. I'm back with a new and improved video. Yes, Carnivore, Kent the Carnivore. 5 reasons you shouldn't eat a fake diet. All right, let's see what Kent the Carnivore, has to say. Kent says top 5 reasons you should start the carnivore diet and not eat a fake diet. Well, I wouldn't call carnivore a diet. Diet is man-made. It means you're doing something that's artificial. It can't be a diet can't be associated with carnivore because carnivore is what you are. You are a carnivore. And so therefore you eat meat. It isn't a diet. A diet means that you're eating something that's outside that realm. It's something man-made, it's fake, but whatever. Anyways, let's do a reaction video to this. Let's do a review reaction to this video.
So I think for some people, they may want to just open their eyes, just calm yourself down, don't be so emotional, listen to reason, because there's plenty of reason to go carnivore.
Yes, I would agree. Listen to reason. There's plenty of reasons for you as a carnivore to eat your natural food called meat. Yes, yes, you should eat, and you shouldn't eat a fake diet. And if you have to, make it 90% your natural diet and only about 10% or 5% fake, bro, so you don't destroy yourself.
They really care about other human beings, which I think is quite
The truth is, you should try to wing off the addictions and cravings. I don't, the truth is, I don't crave or addict meat. And people like, well, you eat a lot of meat. Yeah, I mean, meat, if I had to choose one food on this planet to eat, it would definitely be meat. It would be meat, bro. You understand me? And I'm pretty sure everybody else would probably choose meat because they'll be like, I don't want to eat any of these fake foods.
refreshing because these days that's hard to come by.
Because people instinctually know they will suffer if they do not pick meat. Look, like I said, if there was one food on this planet and you had to pick one food to eat the rest of your life, what would it be? Please don't tell me pickles or mangoes, because you're going to get sick from eating a mango and you're going to drop dead, bro. You know it's meat. You know deep down it's meat, so don't lie to yourself.
You know, here are the top 5 reasons to go carnivore, in my opinion, of course.
Yes, here are the top reasons why you should stop. It's not go carnivore. Why you should stop eating. It should be, the title is the top reasons why you should stop eating a fake diet as a carnivore. Get it? That's the problem with that's the problem with Kent the Carnivore. His wording here is wrong. Like I said, it should be top 5 reasons you as a carnivore should not eat an artificial diet, okay?
The number 1 reason why anybody should change their diet should always be about health, whether it's
No, you change your diet. You shouldn't be on a diet to begin with. You should be eating meat and stop being on a diet.
to prevent a chronic disease down the line or to address a condition that you already have.
Yes, it should be for health purposes why you should not eat an artificial diet. Yes, I agree.
The carnivore diet is a great way to go. We see
No, you as a carnivore eating meat. Yes, it is the best choice, okay?
time and time again people having incredible results with their autoimmune conditions.
No, really? They've had great results because they went back to their natural, to eating their natural food, meat. I don't understand this, Kent. What are you talking about? Of course, everything else would go away. It's like a robot or a unit. Your body is a unit. It would never give you a disease or make you sick. It's there to keep you alive. Hello? How do you think you get adapted to doing things? Your body wants to protect you. It protects you. It gives you something called adaptations. Yeah. If you go to a mountain up high, what is it going to do? It has to adapt to what? There's no oxygen up there. If you start running or something, it has to adapt. How does it adapt? By repairing and remodeling. There's some micro injuries. Makes it a lot more resilient to further assaults and a whole bunch of stuff. Your body is there to keep you alive. It pumps your heart. It breathes for you. It pushes the blood. It digests the food. It does a bunch of stuff. But if you poison it with fake food, poisoning yourself, of course, you're going to have metabolic disturbances. Yes.
Reversing type 2 diabetes, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease.
Okay, none of those things exist. They don't exist. They don't. Your body doesn't give you that. You are poisoning your body, and it's malfunctioning. Get it? Your unit is malfunctioning. Yes.
Depression, bipolar, IBD,
Again,
the list goes on. The carnivore diet really is our natural.
Again, all those things are fake. It's like, the white man wants to convince you that they came over, they saw these Indians, they were eating buffalo, they were never sick before, they never met anybody sick. Of course not. Why would they be sick? They are eating what they're supposed to eat. And these these Europeans, they were eating fake food. They came over and they had disease. How can disease be on the blanket? And they gave it to the Indians. Oh, the disease is in the blanket. Blankets don't carry diseases. You understand me? They fed these native Indians their slave food fake diets, and that's what made the Indians sick. And they thought that the white man did it on purpose. They poisoned them. You understand me? Here's the thing. Those foods that they fed these Indians, these native Indians in America, was poison, bro. Get it? Because it is oxalates and lectins. So they poisoned the Indians. And to this day, they have never adjusted to this food. We've been eating it for a while, so we kind of tolerate it. But it still poisons us. But it works a lot of havoc on those poor native Indians, bro. Get it? Because they're not used to eating that diet, that food. Hey, you understand me? That so-called diet, the European fake food diet. You got to think why people started farming, because farms are fake too. They don't exist. Why did these humans start creating farms and farming? Well, maybe because they ate all the animals in the area. Why did they start? What did they do when they discovered that these chickens and pork were putrid? They couldn't eat them raw. Only herbivore animals. They got sick. You learn from your experiences. Made you sick. Gave you worms. Gave you a whole bunch of stuff when you eat raw chicken, carnivore, and pigs and whatever else out there, bro. That's why lions eat herbivore animals. They don't eat carnivores. They'll kill them so they don't compete with them like these hyenas, but they won't eat them. And if they ever do eat them, it's only because they're desperate. There's nothing else to eat out there. And then guess what happens? Consequences, you get sick. So when you're starving out in the wilderness and you can't find any animals, you start eating plants, consequences, you get sick. You may survive for a while, but you're going to get sick, bro.
Human diet, and so we're just consuming nutrients and not all these carbohydrates.
Anytime, if I was to eat anything at Tim Hortons, just a coffee and a donut or any garbage there, man, I start feeling sick. Why do you feel sick? Because it's poison, bro. Get it?
Hydrates, seed oils, chemicals, synthetic binders and additives, colors, flavorings, all of this crap. We are just resulting in consuming.
I like that word, all this crap. You mean all this fake stuff, yes.
Pure nutrients and nothing else. Even consuming.
It's all highly orchestrated and regulated by the elite people that are running the show. You are all slaves. I just watched a video on something about Africa. They say, the slavery is alive and well in the 20th century in 2024. Yeah, it is alive in Africa. Hey, what are you talking about? Everybody who's middle class in any country is the slaves of that country. They build the wealth for that country. They build the wealth for the government, for those people. They support the system. Basically, they support the entire system, the rich and the poor. The middle class support the rich and the poor. That's why they got to have a middle class, but the middle class are the slaves. Definitely, they have been enslaved.
Plants excessively is a problem because they're not available all year round. We've made them that way. And so
Yes, they're not available all year round. They are seasonal, but the problem is you're eating them all year round. So that's why society is totally falling apart, because they're eating garbage all year round. They didn't even give their body a break.
Single day we think, it's summertime because there I am eating fruit again. It's December. I've had a banana here in the UK. Bananas have never grown here in the UK, but hey, that's just what I have for breakfast. It's very strange. The body.
Exactly. The people in the north are eating tropical fruit, weird tropical food, engineered food, and engineered vegetables, which it doesn't grow up here in the north, bro. Get it? You understand me? Food here, that type of food, or whatever you want to call it, these vegetables and fruits, they're seasonal and they're on farms and they're seasonal. But how could you be eating tropical bananas And is that something you would be eating in the north? No. If you're a northern person, you never eat a banana. It's all imported. You're eating it all year round, and bananas are really bad for you, believe it or not. They're high in fructose. They cause brain damage and a bunch of stuff. Mitochondrial DNA damage, mitochondrial damage, and apoptosis in your muscles, and a whole bunch of stuff, drawing out minerals out of your bones, your body, your teeth, and everything. Just destroying you, bro. Yes.
Shouldn't be getting up and accepting all this sugar, right, from a banana.
Fructose. Get it right. You could say sugar. I mean, I don't know. They say in science that your stomach doesn't distinguish between sugar and fructose. It's all kind of the same going in there. But I just say one could be more destructive than the other. So yeah, it treats it the same, but one could be highly more destructive than the other because fructose, they say, is destructive.
It's man-made, okay? It's been hybridized. It's shipped in from another country, and now you're eating it. Wintertime kind of thing. It's
exactly. I watch these slaves eating these foods, these drug-addicted energy foods. That's what they are. They're slave foods to make them work. And it's unusual. They're eating it all year round. They're just like plowing it down, and they're just starving because they're eating drugs all day. They're starving because they're drug addicts eating drugs. They don't realize that. And then they're like, is there a hamburger in there somewhere? Can I have like a hamburger finally? Can I have a little piece of meat? They might put a little salami on a sandwich, and they go, that's enough meat for the day. And they're just starving because the most meat that they ate as carnivores, as carnivores, they ate only a sandwich or a couple of slices of these processed meats or salami or something. And the rest is like slave food, energy, drug addicted diet.
That can be a problem. In this life, we only get one body, and so you should really treat it like a temple.
Oh yeah,
the moment you start to compromise your health, what else do you have? You can have all the money in the world.
Exactly. If you don't have your health, you can't make any money. You can have all the money in the world and not your health. That's a really bad thing. Yes, Kent.
But if you're not healthy, then what's the point? Number two, I would say, is the simplistic and convenient nature of this way of life and the carnivore diet.
Yeah.
I save so much time when I'm shopping. I save time when I'm cooking and cleaning. It's just simplified, everything, you know. I get a couple of ingredients from the butcher shop. I come home, I use one pan, one chopping board, one knife. Very easy.
I'm going to have to agree with him. If I eat eggs, which is not really a thing you should be doing, eating eggs, to tell you the truth, because as a hunter, you're not going to stop and eat eggs unless you're starving. So eating a lot of eggs are not good. These chicken eggs, man, they're just nasty, bro. They're just pumping them out. It's not something you would do in nature, really. That's what I discovered. Mostly stick to meat, herbivore animal, beef if you can, because that's all in the area, or bison or something. But herbivore animals, and preferably try to eat them as raw as possible so that the nutrients are intact and not destroyed. The water soluble and fat soluble vitamins, you don't want them destroyed. Cooking them, heat destroys everything. Yeah, eat that and some seafood and water, bro. That's it. Yeah, man. I'd have to agree.
To clean up, no mess, and I'm eating only.
Yes, I don't even cook, and I'm eating like pretty much one meal a day, but I just eat a lot in that one meal. So I go down to the buffet and I just eat tons and tons of steak and seafood, and then I'm gone. I don't eat breakfast and I don't eat dinner. I just eat all of it there. There's no point in eating breakfast and dinner, because that's the main staple that I'm eating, because I want to be in a positive nitrogen balance, anabolic. That is associated with repair and growth. That is associated with you being reverse aging. It's regenerative. Get it? It's regenerative. Look, if you want to do exercises that are going to regenerate you, you need to do unaccustomed bouts of exercise. Unaccustomed bouts of exercise are associated with regeneration. But exercises that you're adapted to, there's no regeneration there. Get it? So yeah. Now, what food is going to be regenerative? Meat. It's filled with all these nutrients, and they're discovering more in there. So you eat a lot of it until you reach positive. You eat it till you reach positive nitrogen balance. You're anabolic, and that will be regenerative. Get it? It makes you regenerate. Yeah.
Once a day. When you eat a decent sized meal full of nutrition, once that's done, you're not really thinking about food. You're not snacking. You're not craving. You're not getting up and walking to the fridge.
Exactly. That's why when I go to the buffet, I eat to the point where I can't eat anymore, and then I don't want to eat anything the rest of the day or the rest of the night. Now, I could continue eating later on in the night before I go to sleep, eat 1 or 2 pieces of meat, wake up in the morning. If I want to still stay more anabolic than usual, right? Depends on how much growth and how much muscle, or whatever it is you're trying to do there, regenerate, or your body or something, maybe skin, hair, muscle, bone, you're trying to regenerate, you need to be in a positive nitrogen balance associated with being anabolic.
It's just very, very convenient. And I think because it saves us so much time, that's why I put it so high up again, because, all we've got is health and time, which is probably why I put them at the top of the hierarchy.
Right.
Now, the next thing on the list, for me at least,
The one thing, if you're not in a positive nitrogen balance, you're catabolic, and if you're catabolic, that's associated with age, bro. You're aging, accelerated aging, and you're deteriorating faster than you're aging. But being in positive nitrogen balance is important. That's why vegan people, they deteriorate, and then they make these vegan compilations. They make the vegan compilations where they're deteriorating. My hair is falling out, my teeth, I have low energy, I can't do anything, I'm falling apart. Yeah, you're falling apart as a vegan because it's not associated with positive nitrogen balance, bro. Get it? That's why it's associated with catabolic, and you're deteriorating. Yes, that's what happens. Now, what is protein associated with meat? It's associated with positive nitrogen balance. What's positive nitrogen balance associated with? Anabolic. Get it? It's the opposite of what you want. Catabolic. Yeah, hello. Anyways, let's see what number 3 is.
Is actually a little bit controversial, but it happens to be animal deaths and the environment. So,
animal deaths and the environment. It's really simple. You want to know how to beat a vegan in a debate? It's really simple. Just ask him, do farms exist in nature? Are they man-made or are they nature-made? Well, he's going to answer you truthfully, they're man-made. Okay. You say, well, so these farms that animals are on, are they man-made or nature-made? Well, they're man-made too. Okay. So how about we put the animals back in nature, right? We let them go off these farms. They can run away. They can go into the forest. What do we do with the man-made farms that are creating these so-called fake vegetables and fake fruits? Where do they go? Nowhere, because they don't exist. Get it? Bye-bye, vegan. There it goes, bro, because the farms do not exist in nature, and neither do those fruits and vegetables. And guess what happens? They disappear. And then guess what's left over? Your food, you as a carnivore, meat. So when you go into that forest, guess what you're going to hunt? The animals that went free from the farms, where they were domesticating animals. They'll go back to nature. They'll be normal again, normalized. And you're going to go and hunt them, and you're going to eat them. They're going to be even better in nature. They're better animals to eat in nature than they are even being like on these farms, okay?
I consume less than 1 cow per year, and I might get towards consuming.
Here's another thing. Mad cow disease doesn't exist. It only exists in man's world because he fed these cows corn stalks and like grains, like weird grains and corn stalks. Meanwhile, they're supposed to be grazing on grass, the natural food that they eat. But like it happens to animals too. If you feed them these so-called unnatural diets, what do you expect? They're gonna get these diseases will come out, these metabolic disturbances. Yeah, dude, hello.
Part of a leg of some lamb. And then I have some eggs and things like that. And I know there's people probably shouting, going, yeah, but you're cow.
Lamb, yeah, lamb, I guess, it's okay. Yeah, they eat grass. Here's the thing, the eggs thing, the more I look into, the more you reflect on what you're going to do out in nature, you don't see yourself eating eggs, bro. I don't think eggs are that good because some scientist online said something about eggs recently. You should be eating eggs. Meat is the best.
And your lamb have to eat the corn
and some marine life, so it's collagen, shrimps, oysters are really good. These things. I love shellfish, are amazing for you. Fish are really great. I love marlin and stuff, like really expensive stuff. I'm really stubborn, bro, when it comes to I'm spoiled when it comes to food, man, because I used to work in the food business when I was really young, with food all the time, and I was spoiled because they had the best food and I only wanted to eat the best food. Expensive stuff.
No. I live in the Garden of England. We're surrounded by pasture. You only have to jump in the car.
Yes, sir. I believe you. And here's another thing. Another reason why I'm spoiled is you see me going on my videos. I'm going to the Mandarin. What do I eat there? Steak, bro, and seafood. Well, because I'm spoiled. Why would the hell would I want to eat noodles and rice and corn and bread and pizza and weird stuff there? No, I don't want any greasy weird stuff or anything like that because I'm spoiled, bro. Get it? I think sometimes being spoiled on your you as a carnivore on what you're supposed to eat meat is, I think that's the best choice. Yes, definitely.
And you can see cows and you can see lamb just grazing on pasture all year round. I don't even have the grain finished produce that certain butcher shops do.
These guys before in the hotel, they used to tell me, man, you got expensive taste. I go, what are you talking about? Oh, you're always eating like filet mignon here, filet and all that, the beef Wellington, the steaks and everything. I go, what else is there to eat here? They're like, oh, you can eat these I forgot these soups with like puff pastry on them, and eat that and eat these vegetables and eat potatoes and everything. I go, well, the fuck would I want to eat that for? You know what I mean? They got meat here, bro. Everybody wants to eat meat. When it comes down to it, all these slaves out there, the truth is, if they had a choice between a steak and these weird foods, they all pick the steak, bro. Get it? Even a vegan.
Sell and stores do sell. So all of my produce is natural, organic, grass-fed, grass-finished. And so I'm only killing equivalent of, say, one animal per year. If we look at the other side of things now, say I was plant-based, I'm going to have to rely on all of these monocrops to continue to function, which means we've taken this land and just killed absolutely everything on it to grow one crop. My animals don't eat that crop, I don't eat that crop, and so for me, it's better for the environment and it's better for animal deaths. Even the soil is completely screwed. There's no minerals, so we have to spray it with fixed nitrogen just to help the plants grow, which are also now deficient, right? And all this different produce coming from different places around the world shipped over to me so I can eat my balanced vegan diet. It's the wrong way to go. And so I understand that they have good intentions. They probably want to address health. They probably want to address animal deaths and the environment, but they're doing the opposite. The standard Western diet is clearly the worst diet on the planet. I think right after that would be a vegan diet, and then a plant-based diet, one that's based around plants. Now, let's not forget the importance of eating locally as well. Every single morsel of food that I consume is produced, grown, and bought locally. So I'm supporting local farmers and butchers, and I'm not taxing the environment relying on avocados and different fruits from different parts of the country to come to me all year round. And I understand you could be carnivore and eat grain finished.
Yeah, I agree with him. It's all year round, Matt. You wouldn't be eating this up here all year round.
And perhaps buy some red meat in from New Zealand or something.
That's where all the trouble comes in when people eat the fake diet all year round. You can't eat fake. You can eat some fake food, but all year round, man, come on, dude.
But I don't see the point in that. I literally have a butcher's up the road here from me. I have nice relationships with the people that work in the butchers that I visit.
I got a lot of butcher shops up here everywhere. I mean, I remember before this place called Varnia, they used to throw all these beef bones. They had them beef bones in a basket. They were smoked beef bones. They were all in a basket. They were carved up. I would buy a lot of them and give them to the dog. Dog love to eat those, man. They're crazy for them. And they're really healthy for dogs, I would use them too for cooking. I'd use those bones and I would boil them down and make a lot of these collagen soups out of them. You can make your own collagen soups at home. You got a big pot. Just boil these bones down like crazy. It's amazing. It's the best. You can make these soups and keep them in your fridge and drink them all the time. They're amazing for you. Forget about water.
And they appreciate my custom. And
like I said, you can find these places. They have tons and tons of beef bones. They have a lot of them. There's a lot of places like that. They have beef bones. There's still beef on the bones, and the bone marrow is there. And you can even have the guy cut the bones for you so that the marrow is kind of exposed. He'll cut them for you if you want. Yeah, they cut them for me before. I mean, I had this thing at home. I could actually cut them myself, but I don't have that anymore. I usually just tell them to cut it.
We get on very well. We build a nice rapport. They can give me offers and deals, and they value me as a...
But yeah, here at Nations, they have a lot of beef bones, and they're already cut in pieces. They have pork bones, they have beef bones, they're cut up. They're really cheap. You just throw lots and lots of them in there, you get healthy, bro. You become amazing. Yes.
Customer, and I value them because those guys are hard at work every day so that I can eat this nutrient-dense food that's
Yeah.
quite clearly got me out of trouble with my health. We do best on local, seasonal, and ripe. If you're going to consume any plant material whatsoever, consume local, seasonal, and ripe. You might wake up to the fact that there isn't actually that many plants available to you. Number 4 is simply taste and enjoyment. Now, if I had to pick one ingredient that I had to eat for the rest of my life, I think it would be beef. I love the
Whoa, I'm gonna have to agree with him. I didn't even watch this video, and he said exactly what I said in the beginning. I would pick beef, and so would everybody else.
taste of beef when I get hungry. It's the only thing I think about, believe it or not.
Yep, believe it or not, you would never get tired of eating beef. Look at me in my buffet videos, bro. I'm eating beef every single day of over the last couple weeks, and I'm telling you, never get tired of eating beef. Never get tired. I mean, yeah, I can eat anything there. I can add some fruit if I really want to, but 95% of my diet, it's all beef. And you could say some seafood. I add seafood because it has some extra nutrients in it, has some micro elements, nutrients, whatever, and it's got collagen and a bunch of stuff. So marine and adding it to it. But for me, yeah, meat, these animal products, seafood, animal is the best stuff, bro. Beef, I could eat it forever, beef.
The perfect cooked steak is always
Because we could eat it forever because we're carnivores, bro. Get it? And as carnivores, what do we eat? Meat. We eat meat, preferably herbivore animals, yes?
delicious. It's always a very, very enjoyable experience, but addressing hunger and nourishment and not just cravings and addiction. Nothing.
Yes, yes. Cravings and addiction, that's the drug-addicted, carbohydrate drug-induced diet. Yes, yes. And it destroys you, man. It destroys you.
Beats that. I can't imagine ever sitting down with just some starch or like one vegetable, one fruit, one ingredient from the plant world that would serve me as well as beef does. And finally, number 5, a bit of a cheesy one, so I do apologise in advance, but for me personally, just being part of a community now that's full of such wonderful, interesting people. I've found that the carnivore community, they're also generous and humble, and they really care about.
Oh, they are. I mean, they definitely are. This so-called what he calls carnivore community. You mean us normal humans, the people that they eat. Well, I don't know carnivore community. The majority of the world eats meat because we're carnivore. It's just that we're just eating way too much fake food. You understand me? Instead of eating what we're supposed to, meat. We're just not eating enough meat, and we're just eating too much slave food, bro. Because you got to work. They got to slave you to go to work, right? Got to have that fake energy, that high, that energy. That's why everybody's depressed and miserable, going nuts everywhere. They're just getting crazy, man. Man, they're just getting nuts out there.
The human beings, which I think is quite refreshing because.
Don't forget regulation of your hormones, your body, blood lipids, these LDL, HDL, a bunch of stuff, bro. Things going on in your body. The endocrine system is off kilter and everything with the fake diet. That's why you're off kilter.
These days, that's hard to come by. People just giving their time for another human being. I feel like I'm seeing less and less of that these days. The carnivore community really are just here to help anyone that's in need. I think because many carnivores have been very fed up and desperate, in pain, suffering.
A friend in need is a friend indeed.
Helpless. That when we actually address our health and we start to get better and heal,
we're helpless.
We become very grateful.
You do.
And very generous with time. And I think that's why the carnivore community
I'd agree.
Are pro-human. And again, it's rare, and I think it's refreshing. I've spoken to so many lovely people all around the world, and they never cease to amaze, their characters, their strength. And yeah, it's been a heck of a journey so far. 2 years in, there's no way I'm going back. This is the best way, in my opinion. I understand how the carnivore community can look to some people, but I think if you just open your mind a little bit, maybe really listen to our message. It's all about human health. We care. We actually do care about the animals. That's another great reason to go.
Yeah. Wasn't it always about human health?
go carnivore, because we're not just unnecessarily abusing and killing animals. That's not what the carnivore diet is. That's not what the carnivore community promotes.
Again, there's no such thing as carnivore diet. You are a carnivore, and as a carnivore, you eat meat. You are not a herbivore because you are not laying out in the pasture grazing on grass. You understand me? So if somebody's trying to tell you that you're both of them, you're not. You are grazing on something that you should not be doing, grass. Putting it in your mouth and swallowing it is going to be extremely bad for you. That's why people end up in a bad place eating it. Yes.
So I think for some people, they may want to just open their eyes, just calm yourself down, don't be so emotional, listen to reason, because there's plenty of reason to go carnivore.
I would agree with him. There's plenty of reasons for all of you to go, and eat meat as a carnivore. And really, you should wing off eating these fake foods. And if you have to, well, make sure it's only like 5% or 2 or 3% of your you as a carnivore of whatever you're eating there. Yeah, should be 2% of this so-called fake diet. But whatever, man. Each to their own. I don't call them diets are fake. They're man-made. That's why they call them diet, because the wording itself is fake. Get it? And so, what's a diet? It's fake. It doesn't exist. There's only two types of species out there: carnivore, and then there's carnivore. Now, you could put anything in your mouth. That doesn't mean that's what you're supposed to eat. Well, I can eat a donut. Yeah, you can eat a donut. You can eat your neighbor too next door. You can eat their hair. You can eat bark off the tree, paint off the walls. You can eat plastic because they're feeding plastic to people now. Should they be eating plastic all day now? These countries are feeding people plastic and poisoning them. You're drinking plastic. They're in your bottles and everything. You're doing a bunch of weird stuff. I've seen children eat paper and all that. Is that natural too? Should they be eating that? Is that part of their diet? See what I mean, bro? So like I said, each to their own, man. You can believe in whatever you want, but beliefs are fake, okay? We're talking about facts here. I'll see you in the next one. Don't you think about that? Like, subscribe, support the channel. Like it says here, like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one. Ciao, friends.